Before we begin, I would recommend you to hit the like and subscribe button, as there will be even more top secret Peppa Pig stories on this channel. If you love creepy tales and eerie mysteries, this is the place for you. We have spine-chilling Peppa Pig stories that will make you question everything you thought you knew about your favorite characters. Now, let the story begin. The first sighting. Peppa Pig was playing outside with George when she heard Mummy Pig calling her name. "Peppa, come inside. It's time for lunch." Peppa ran inside, but when she stepped into the kitchen, she froze. There, sitting at the table, was another Peppa. The other Peppa smiled at her. "What's wrong, Peppa?" Mummy Pig asked, setting a plate of spaghetti in front of the doppelganger. Peppa pointed a trembling hoof. "That's not me." Mummy Pig and Daddy Pig exchanged glances. "Peppa, stop playing around," Daddy Pig chuckled. "Come sit and eat." The other Peppa turned to look at her. Its smile was too wide, its eyes just a little too dark. It picked up the fork, twirling the spaghetti. "Come eat with me, Peppa." Peppa ran back outside, her heart pounding. Over the next few days, things got worse. Peppa's toys were moved. Her bed was slept in. The other Peppa was in her spot at the dinner table. "George," Peppa whispered one night. "You see her, right?" George looked confused. "Peppa, you're right here." Peppa's stomach twisted. She watched as the other Peppa sat with Mummy and Daddy, laughing at the TV. When the fake Peppa turned toward her, its head tilted in an unnatural way. Then it smiled, a slow, knowing smile, determined to prove she was real. Peppa tried to show Mummy and Daddy that something was wrong. "Look in the mirror," Peppa insisted, dragging them into the hallway. "She won't have a reflection." Mummy Pig sighed. "Peppa, stop this nonsense." She turned the mirror toward them. Peppa looked, and her blood ran cold. The other Peppa was there, smiling at her. But Peppa herself had no reflection at all. That night, Peppa snuck into the kitchen. She had to figure out what was happening. Then she heard whispering. "Not much longer now." The other Peppa's voice purred. Peppa peeked around the corner. The other Peppa wasn't alone. In the dim glow of the fridge light, a shadowy figure loomed over her. "She's almost forgotten who she is," the figure whispered. "Then she'll be mine." Peppa gasped, and the other Peppa turned. "She's still watching." Peppa bolted upstairs, slamming the door. But the moment she turned around, the other Peppa was inside her room. "You can't stop it," the other Peppa whispered, stepping closer. "You're fading away." Peppa looked at her hooves. They were becoming translucent. "No," Peppa cried. "I am Peppa Pig." The other Peppa lunged, but Peppa grabbed her stuffed teddy bear and threw it at the imposter. The creature let out an inhuman shriek as its skin rippled. Mummy and Daddy Pig burst in. "What's going on?" Peppa pointed. "That's not me." But the other Peppa was gone. Just a whisper remained in the air. "I'll be back." Things went back to normal. Mostly. Peppa was Peppa again. But sometimes, when she walked by a mirror, she saw something. A smile that wasn't quite hers, waiting. Then one night, as she was lying in bed, she heard it. A soft, distant giggle. Not from the hallway, not from George's room. It came from inside her closet. Peppa sat up, heart pounding. The closet door was closed, but she could hear something shifting behind it. Then, a slow creak. The door opened just an inch, revealing only darkness. And then, in the silence, a voice that was just like hers whispered, "I told you, Peppa. I'll be back." The door creaked open wider. Peppa screamed. Thank you for watching this video until the end. If you liked this small, creepy story, please do not forget to hit the like and subscribe button, not to miss more stories like this one. I will see you in the next video.